You can see all different genres by searching the genre or the name of the show. You'll see how long the shows are aired, frequency. Some of them show you the host information, which will be a little easier for you to get in touch with them. And from there, you can also see which shows will be a good use of your time and which may not. Any show would be a good opportunity, but do you want to put yourself in front of an audience that is not established, or an audience that may have a little more credibility and some more people giving an effort to keep that show alive, right? Tuning in every week because there's more people that will have their eyes and ears on it. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. My name is Vincent A. Lanci, and due to some feedback and some demand, I'm stopping by with some solo episodes. I'm going to give you different ideas and topics, and today we're talking about something extremely valuable to everyone's life, and that's being a podcast guest. And I know some of you may think I never want to do that, but I'm going to explain a lot of benefits and great things that happen from guesting on a podcast series today. So buckle up and enjoy this series of solo episodes that will be coming out. And today, again, is all of the great things that podcast guesting can do for you. And it doesn't have to be on one of my shows, but for what makes sense to you. Don't worry, we'll also teach you ways to get on some podcasts, so stick around for that after we discuss the benefits. And today is brought to you by ComingAlivePodcastProduction.com. Let's get started. I'm ready to pull back the curtain on this topic that's near and dear to my heart and business, the power of being a podcast guest. If you've ever wondered, why should I do that? What's in it for me? Then this episode is for you. I hope to open up some new ideas for you, and I'm going to walk with you through major benefits from being a guest. I'm sharing these benefits from my perspective as a host because I've seen this strategy in action week after week for almost 6 years. Immediate and targeted audience growth. Powerful personal and brand authority. Evergreen content and SEO benefits. An incredible networking tool. And it's the fastest way to get your message out there. All right, let's dive into the first one. And the first benefit is arguably the most important benefit of being a podcast guest, and it is the immediate and targeted audience growth. Think about it. It's been almost 6 years since I launched my first show, connecting with you, my listeners. You trust my recommendations, you're interested in the topics we cover inside this niche, and you're part of an amazing community. When I bring a guest on, I'm essentially giving them a golden ticket to an audience that is already pre-vetted for them. You, as a guest, don't have to spend years building that trust. You get to tap into it instantly. It's like being introduced at a party full of your ideal clients and fans by the host themselves. This isn't just about a big number. It's about reaching the right people. People who are already in the mindset of listening and learning, and who are likely to be interested in what you do. The next benefit I'll dive into is a powerful personal and brand authority. In the world of content, long-form audio is king. When you have these long conversations, you're not just reciting a few bullet points from a bio. You're sharing stories, anecdotes, and deep insights. Listeners get to know the real you, your personality, your expertise, your passion. This type of deep connection positions you as a genuine expert in your field. It's so much more impactful than a blog post or a quick social media soundbite because it builds a level of credibility that cannot be faked. It tells your audience that you're not just a surface level creator, You have the knowledge and experience to back up your claims. I know some of you may be listening on, getting antsy. Vince, just tell me how to get on some shows, but I want to do this due diligence because I owe it to you, the amazing listeners. The third benefit I'm talking about today is evergreen content and SEO benefits. Once an episode goes live, it's out there forever. People can discover it weeks, months, or even years from now. Long after the initial promotion, every podcast episode you're a guest on becomes a long-term asset. When a host puts your episode on their website, they often include a backlink to something. Every host will do this differently, and every host will do their episode description differently, and this is huge for your SEO. The more high-quality websites that link back to you, the amazing podcast guest, the more Google sees you as an authority, which can improve your search rankings. It's free marketing that continues to work for you long after the recording is done. It's content that lives on and continues to generate value without any ongoing effort from you. We've discussed immediate and targeted audience growth, powerful personal and brand authority, and evergreen content and SEO benefits. Now, the fourth benefit, it's a no-brainer. It's an incredible networking tool. You've heard me say this about the books I've written. A book and a podcast is the best form of a business card I never knew I needed, because when you're hosting a show, you're able to invite people all around the world to join your show. The cool thing about being a guest is you're not just building a relationship with their audience, you're building a relationship with the host. This can open up doors for future collaborations, referrals, and even friendships. I've made a lot of great friendships off this podcast series. I can't tell you how many amazing people, though, I've met who've gone on to become mentors, partners, again, and even guests on a different show of mine. Every interview is an opportunity to connect with a powerful voice in the industry. You're building your professional network one conversation at a time, and those relationships can lead to opportunities you never even imagined. Certainly true for me and many hosts I know. And finally, the fifth benefit before we learn how to hop on other podcasts with a little less resistance than you may have been experiencing is because podcast guesting, it's the fastest way to get your message out there. As hosts, we're doing all the heavy lifting for you. We handle the production, the editing, the promotion, and even the distribution to all the major platforms and the popular ones like Apple, Spotify, and the likes. We write the show notes. We create your social media graphic for when it goes live, some reels depending on if you're video ready or not. And all you have to do is show up for the interview, share your story, and that's it. You're done. This means you get a professional, high-quality piece of content with minimal effort, allowing you to focus on your core business while your message reaches a wider audience. It's a low-effort, high-reward strategy that works. Now, some of you may be guesting and you say, hey, I want to do this for real. I want to be the host. You see the value. I've got a lot of free resources online that may be able to help you. I'm always open for questions. You can book a call on my calendar, Calendly.com. That's CALENDLY.com/Vincent A. Lanci. You'll see a discovery first call button there. Feel free to come on at no cost to ask me any questions you have. I love to see podcasters be birthed, and that's one of the many reasons I started Pod O'Clock, the podcast to help you start, grow, and guest on podcast series, is because I want to help people in all stages of interest, not just those who are ready for coaching. We have Pod O'Clock. Although I do give podcast advice and tips on all the shows. Then we have I Want to Start a Podcast, the book, to help people who learn best that way. And then, of course, podcast production for those who trust my process and want to partner up together. Wow, immediate and targeted audience growth, powerful personal and brand authority, evergreen content and SEO benefits, how it's an incredible networking tool, and that it's the fastest way to get your message out there. You don't see print and all these other forms of advertisements as frequently because podcasting is where it's at. It's working best. So now let's talk about a few quick tips to find yourself on a podcast episode. I'm a host who gets 15 or 20 at a minimum requests per week from different booking agents or potential guests, and not all of them come on the show. As I've built all of my shows, they have a specific audience where I owe them a certain amount of guests, where that entrepreneur show, top 2.5% global show, I can't bring on just any new business owner unless we're highlighting the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, because I need to give you the lessons learned that they had to help you on your journey, right? There's certain characteristics for each show. So remember that. Apply in your niche. If you are a targeted guest that they may have already been searching for and didn't find, that's great. Make sure when you're reaching out, you share who you are and which pieces of value you can bring to the show, right? Why will you be a great guest? Something that stands out to me is if someone sends a 30-second or 1-minute video clip attached. Hey, my name's Vincent. I would love to be a guest on your show for X, Y, and Z. And whether you do the video or in the email, make sure you also talk about an episode you've listened to and why you've enjoyed it. Let them know you've done your due diligence and that you want to add value on the show. Also, for one more tip, in addition to how to formulate your reach out, you can go to listennotes.com. You'll see that's where our global rankings are given. You can see all different genres by searching the genre or the name of the show. You'll see how long the shows are aired, frequency. Some of them show you the host information, which will be a little easier for you to get in touch with them. And from there, you can also see which shows will be a good use of your time and which may not. Any show would be a good opportunity, but do you want to put yourself in front of an audience that is not established, or an audience that may have a little more credibility and some more people giving an effort to keep that show alive, right? Tuning in every week, because there's more people that will have their eyes and ears on it. So no matter your industry, no matter your passion, being a podcast guest is not just a marketing tactic. It is a strategic move to grow your influence, build your authority, and get your message to the people who need to hear it most. It's a low effort, high reward strategy that works. I said that earlier, and is something every business owner, person, professional should be doing. As a host myself, I'm always looking for incredible people to come on and share their stories. So if you're interested in being a guest, you know where to find me. You can also email Danica directly with why you want to be a guest. And something I always like is, if it's for that entrepreneur show, be sure to also include your LinkedIn profile. Her email is podcastsbylanci@gmail.com. That's plural podcasts. And that's it for this solo episode. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you all next time with another solo episode soon enough. I heard your feedback. I'm listening, and I'm excited to keep these going from time to time. Vincent A. Lanci here, signing off.